Where should she go? Where could help her when everyone she trusted was locked in a dungeon? She had always relied on her intuition, her ability to make a plan on the spot. But how could she think of a plan when she didn't even know who she was fighting? I saw the snake dead, but Stan he wasn't. And Ryan was still on stage. So Ryan can't be the snake. The snake is someone else. They are working together. The lion and the snake. She thought of Sophie, who had giddily accepted Ryan's ring, thinking she was marrying Tedros Knight. Sophie, who believed that she had found love, real love that saw the good in her, only to be taken hostage by a villain far more evil than she. At least Ryan wouldn't hurt Sophie. Not yet. He needed her. What for, Agatha didn't know. But Ryan would hurt Tedros. Tedros, who had heard Agatha tell Sophie last night that he had been a failure as a king. Tedros, who now doubted whether his own princess believed in him. Tedros, who had lost his crown, his kingdom, his people, and was trapped in the hands of his enemy, who just yesterday he had embraced like a brother. An enemy who now claimed to be his brother. Agatha's stomach wrenched. She needed to hold Tedros in her arms and tell him that she loved him, that she would never doubt him again, that she would trade her life for his if she could. I'll save you, Agatha thought desperately, even if I have no plan and no one on my side. Until then, Tedros had to stay strong, no matter what Ryan and his men did to him. Tedros had to find a way to stay alive. If he wasn't dead already. In a flash, Agatha was running again, struck by lightning as she slashed through the last of the steam forest and then along a goose-haunted beaches with ash for sand. The face crystal ball weighted her down, pounding the same bruise in her flank again and again. She needed to rest. She hadn't slept in days, but her mind was spinning like a broken wheel. Ryan pulled Excalibur from the stone. That's why he's king. Agatha ran faster. But how? The Lady of the Lake told Sophie that the snake was king. But Excalibur thought Ryan was king. And Arthur told Tedros that Tedros was king. Something's wrong. Magically wrong. Agatha held her breath, lost in a maze of thoughts. She needed help. She needed answers. Muggy warmth turned to harsh wind and then to snow, to the forest opening up in a swath of tundra. In her sleepless haze, she wondered if she had run through months or seasons. But now she could see the shadow of a castle in the distance, spires slicing through low flying clouds. Camelot. After all this, instead of finding someone who could help her, had she run back to danger? Had she wasted all this time? Tears rising, she backed away, turning to sprint again. But she couldn't run anymore. Her legs buckled and Agatha crumbled into soft snow. Her black dress fended around her like a bat's wings. Sleep came as hard and swift as a hammer. She dreamed of a leaning tower stretched high into the clouds, built out of 1,000 gold cages. Trapped in every cage was a friend or someone she loved. Merlin, Guinevere, Lancelot, Professor Dovey, Hester, Annabelle, Dot, Kiko, Hot, her mother, Stephen, Professor Sedder, Lady Lasso, and more, with all the cages teetering one over the other, and Sophie's and Tattoo's cages at the very top, poised to come crashing down first. As the tower shook and swayed, Agatha threw herself against it to keep it from falling. Her scrawly, gaggly frame the only thing stopping her friends from dashing to their depths. But just as she had the soaring column in hand, a shadow emerged atop the highest cage. Half lion, half snake. One by one, it threw cages off the tower. Agatha woke with a start, sobbed in sweat despite the snow. Raising her head, she saw the storm and passed the castle ahead, now clear in the morning sun. In front of it, two iron gates swung open and shut against the rocks, the entrance to this vast fortress that towered over a calm, grey lake. Agatha's heart jumped. Not Camelot. Avalon. Something inside her had steered her here. To the one person who could give her answers. Something inside her had a plan all along. Hello? Agatha called out to the still waters. Nothing happened. Lady of the Lake, she cried again. Not even a ripple. Achilles fluttered in her chest. Once upon a time, the Lady of the Lake had been Good's greatest ally. That's why Agatha's soul had brought her here, to get help. But Chadwick had come to the Lady of the Lake for help too. He had ended up dead. Agatha looked up at the zigzagging staircase that ascended towards the circle of waste towers. The last time she had come to these shores, she had been with Sophie, searching for Chadwick's body. Dark dregs of blood still stained the snow where their found Tedros murdered the knights, clutching a taunting message from the snake. Agatha had never seen the snake's face, but the Lady of the Lake had seen it when he kissed her. A kiss that has leached the lady's powers and betrayed King Tedros. A kiss that has helped the snake put the traitor on Tedros' throne. Because that's what Ryan was. A filthy traitor who had pretended to be Tedros' knight when he was in league with the snake the whole time.